get into this game happening yesterday, our first friendly ahead of Copa America in DC, the nation's capital. And we took on Colombia, who are red hot, 21 games unbeaten coming into this one. And we were down 2-0 after 20 minutes. So not a great start. And what's interesting, before we really get into it, is that this was the first time in U.S. men's national team history that all the players that started were from the top 5 leagues in Europe, which I feel like there's some irony there, because that's a lineup that a lot of fans are clamoring for. And you know, that's what we've been trying to aim for, right? That we're evolving as a national team. We're trying to get all of our players playing at the highest level possible. We achieve that to some degree, and obviously we're going to keep trying to push through that glass ceiling, and we get them all starting against a very good team, and we get absolutely slapped.
Absolutely punished, bamboozled, and that stat couldn't mean more dog-ish than you know, one of the worst stats I've heard in a long time, because that means absolutely nil. Oh, we got all our starting lineup in the top 5 leagues. Who gives a rat's?
I get it. You still got to go out and perform. I know.
Are you kidding me?
I'm just saying it's ironic
you know what pisses me off the most?
Oh, here we go. Go ahead, Chuck.
All right, I'm going in. Here we go.
Here he goes.
So I obviously had a Revolution game, so I couldn't really pay attention to the game live and you know, see everything that happened. So I'm hearing word of mouth. I'm trying to block everything out. I don't want to take anyone's comments before I see the game, right? I don't want it to sway me. So I get home to late game. I had to watch, you know, a tough game to watch, but the Revs got the 1-0 win. I'm home and I watched the match. And it was probably worse than what people had told me initially.
Did you get a drink after the first 20 minits? Did you pour yourself an adult beverage?
It was so painful to watch. And you're just thinking about what ideas, how is this group moving forward? We saw a World Cup qualifying, the ups and downs. We saw a World Cup in the group stages and the knockout round. Show me now how this group is going to move forward. Because that's one thing to get to a World Cup and you say, okay, young group, inexperience, all those excuses of a young team, no experience, out the window. You're playing Colombia. Now, Colombia, yes, they're good as hell, but they're not France. They're not England, right? They're a really good team. They're a strong
team. I think they could beat England right now, to be honest.
I don't think so. Not when England's playing at their best. But regardless, this showing was so telling of where we are realistically. When you're talking about top 20 teams in the world, we are so far off it, because it's not about how many passes did we connect, how much possession did we have. If you're looking at the actual stats of the game, it's like, oh, the US had possession 52-40. No, it's not about that. It's in the international game. It's when you get those opportunities, how you get those opportunities, you finish. That's the world-class players that you're seeing in international football. It's about how you make the most of the turnovers that you force in the transition game. Because if you told me Luis Diaz only had 30 touches, you'd say, oh, he probably had a tough time. No, he didn't. Colombia said, okay, you guys want to have the ball when you have it, but when we have it, we're going to make you suffer. We're going to make you pay. We're going to go right to goal. We're going to be cutthroat. And that's exactly what happened. Okay.
Well, let's take a look at the starting 11. And Big Tones, I think what's interesting for me, okay, we got Matt Turner in goal, Anthony Robinson on the left, Tim Ream, Chris Richards, Joe Scally make the back 4. Reina Cardoso gets to start over Tyler Adams, clearly managing his minutes, as was mentioned by Tyler before the game. Weston McKinney's the third midfielder there with a 4-3-3. Pulisic, Balogun up top, and Timo Weah on the right. Let's just start from the back. You are a resident goalkeeper, played multiple World Cups, and Matt Turner didn't look sharp. Probably could have done better on a few of the 5 goals. Let's just start with his performance. Where were you on that? Could Big Tones hear us? I don't know if you can hear
so
it. Okay.
Yeah, you can do better on the second goal. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, no, I can. You got me. You got me.
Yeah,
I got you
we
guys.
got you.
Yeah, we got you.
You got me.
Yeah.
I'm listening to Charlie, and okay, we could talk about each goal and yeah, can Matt Turner do better on the second goal? All of that stuff. I think Jimmy and Charlie, this is there's such a bigger picture here to look at. And Charlie, you kind of touched on it. Where have we advanced since the Netherlands game? And we keep saying this, and I get it. We're 11 players from the top 5 leagues. I'm at the point right now, I don't care about the individuals we have. I want a better team.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want, a better team. Like, if it's not the names, then it's got to be somebody else, or it's got to be Greg that makes changes, or Greg has to be changed, or something has to change, because we've said time and time again that we need to see improvement almost camp after camp. Now, it's not the loss for me that is big, because when I look, I pulled up Colombia's schedule. We keep talking about the U.S.'s schedule: Spain, France, Germany, Brazil. I mean, you look at the forget South American qualifying. I mean, they play teams, top-notch teams all the time. So when they get to a moment like this, they're not really in awe. They're good players. I feel like we've gone through this exercise with Mexico, with Panama, with Jamaica, Canada, and this is where it comes to bite you in the backside. So these games are vitally important if we're going to be ready for Copa America. Right now, is there anything to lead you to believe that this team is ready to compete in Copa America in a couple days?
No, it's a great question.
The answer is no.
No.
Yeah, no. Yes.
Where was the intensity in the game? The passing. I want to see tempo. You're talking about heading into Copa America. Where was the tempo? Where was the? I know it's not an official game, but smacking guys. Where was the toughness? Where was the grit? Where was the players being cutthroat? It looked so predictable and boring. That's what I was shocked about. It looked so predictable and boring. In that first half, how many times it would just go down the left, Anthony Robinson, Christian Pulisic, this is where we're going. Every single time, there was no creativity. Looking at players, trying to get them isolated 1v1, switching the point of attack, playing, if you're going to sit in the mid block, then invite them in, play 1-2s, get into the attacking third, create some more chances, take some more shots. There was nothing of it. So that's what frustrates me the most. And I get it. I've been here before. When we put on our boots and we're playing in a friendly ahead of a competition, is it the same? No. But your damn best bet that the mindset has to be set. The mentality has to be set going into it to say, hey, we're making a statement heading into Copa America. We're a force to be reckoned with. We're going to show that we've come a long way from that Netherlands match that you referred to, Tony.